Pretty nifty little light. Comes with a lot of things. It's it's not chip on board like a lot of these lights. It's just a bunch of individual LEDs. This sort of barely diffuse situation. You've got color effects gels. I'm calling them gels from decades ago. Doesn't look like you can, oops, sorry, does work. Doesn't look like you can stack them. So if you want your color effects, there you go. You don't have a lot of control other than brightness. So you have, like I said, just a sort of diffuser. Take the edge off of it. You've got a pretty strong blue, pretty strong red, going magenta. It's kind of weird. I don't know what you would use this for. It's just going to give it kind of a sickly color, but to each their own. These confused me a bit. This looks like going back a few decades, but or a couple decades at least, but this looks like a minus green color correction. There's barely any magenta in there to give it an effect. So it feels like one of those minus green gels from back in the day that you would use on a film shoot. And then same with this, looks like a CTO color, just reminiscent. I don't see this as an effect as well. I think this, you'd be better off. I'm wondering if this converts this to 3200. I don't have a color meter, but that sure looks the part if memory serves. But anyway, it's an okay little light. You got one side a little anti-twist post. Comes with this, of course. Actually, is that even an anti-twist post? That's pretty far apart. Well, let me look at that. Okay, so here it is next to a field monitor. So actually no, and I don't know what that's for, but that is definitely not for a post. So scratch that. Otherwise, pretty decent. You just hold this. You don't have the ability to cycle through at like 25% increments like on a lot of lights. So if you're at the bottom, 10 is the lowest. You can't just keep going to get back to 100. You gotta cycle all the way. It is smooth, and there's detents, so they're very sure steps, like feedback, tactile feedback. You can run this off DC. You got a cheap little battery charger for this NPF. If you have an NPF charger, then you don't need this. Whatever, kind of weird. Probably take an eternity to charge. And a charging cable. And a really cheap mount. This is all plastic. This is kind of included because I guess they have to. So not terrible, not terribly versatile either. In terms of color temperature, you're stuck with showing how much the battery is charged. So it came 100% charged basically, but not super versatile other than just brightness. With, I'm assuming this is 5500 Kelvin. Okay, mystery solved. Even though they don't list all the filters, which gives me pause on this call out right here, but the orange filter is not for bicolor, so I guess it's not a CTO.
This is the Tolifo PT-176S. This dimmable 11-watt LED light is 4 inches by 6 inches. A single quarter 20 threaded hole at the bottom. This unit does come with a cold shoe adapter. Now there are no color adjustments for this light. It is advertised at a constant 5600K color temperature. Power switch and power level are adjusted by the multi-function wheel on the back and can be adjusted in 10% increments. The rear LCD will display level while adjusting, and short press will display battery level. This light is powered by a Sony style MPF battery, which is included with the charger. Alternatively, you can use a DC barrel jack adapter between 6.5 and 17 volts, which is not included. This light comes with a diffuser and also comes with one orange, red, green, and blue filter. So the next one's going to be the Tolifo PT-176. A side note on this one, I don't have the diffuser for it. So what you're going to see is going to be light without diffusing straight from the LEDs, and it is mounted on top of the camera, just like the rest of them. This one is a constant 5600K as advertised, and it is going to be at 100%. This is from the 11-watt Tolifo PT-176 LED panel with no diffusion.